Hello everyone and welcome to the Saturday Shootout event from the Carolina Mountains 200 weekend. With me in the live stream, Luke Carmona.
Hello, hello.
Alrighty, so we are back to the V2B model, as you can see. I hope it's fine enough for a long time since this is the format I plan to have from now on. And yeah, well, Luke, what can you tell us about the event from today, organized by Candy Tomorrow?
Well, this is one of the build-up events to the Carolina Mountains 200 that happens tomorrow at 11 a.m. Today's event is specifically using the Cup 90 cars. It's going to be 4 20-lap races. No qualifying, we're just going to be using the Cure. So everybody clicks that gigantic glowing board in the middle of the track. We'll get a random starting order, and then we'll set off. And it looks like there's going to be podium celebrations for the top 3 drivers in each race at the end of the event. So we'll run off for races, and then we'll have looks like 4 different podiums.
Quite a lot of races, right? Indeed, it's gonna be like 80 laps. Do you need to pit in those?
Oh no! These things last far longer than that. So they'll just be 20-lap sprints. As you can see, the pit stops that have been the pit boxes that are out here right now, these are specifically for the cars tomorrow.
Alrighty.
That race is 200 laps.
So no pit stops, just 20. They were 20 per race, right?
20 laps per race today.
So
yes.
Just 20 laps of full YOLO. Do the best you can. No concerns about the strategy or anything, but racing precise and clean in order to get your result.
And in regards to finishing positions for these races, but also yesterday, because they did also have an evening Slarka race here. And this is in relation to tomorrow, up to 5 provisionals for yesterday's shootout today's shootout and yesterday's race winner can basically automatically qualify to run the Carolina Mountains 200 tomorrow, because there's only going to be 20 drivers allowed to partake in that race. 21st and slower, sorry.
So there's a limit actually.
Yes, there is.
That's a bit I guess taking as reference one of the last Carmon Air 500, that the amount of people to handle there was just too much.
Actually, I should correct myself. The limit is 20, but there are 5 provisionals if, say, a driver were to win yesterday's race or any of the 4 today and not qualify within the top 20 tomorrow. So if they were to qualify 21st, but they won today or yesterday, then they can race.
Alrighty.
So it could be up to 25 cars, but the chances of that would be all the really good drivers basically dying on track.
We also have the unlucky situation that tomorrow is the World Cup final, so I know at least about a few people that will not join because of that, but I guess it should be good enough, at least for the rest that are not Spanish or Argentinian, basically.
Yeah, Candy does regret not considering that. She forgot about the World Cup final, but it's too late to reschedule. But I told her it'd be fine. There'll still be enough people showing up for it.
And not like it's super popular in the US anyways, right? So I guess that's why. Because if it was the Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure everyone would have remembered.
Well, me personally, even if the US made it to the finals, I wouldn't care. I don't care about soccer that much. Like, once Japan dropped out, I was like, I kind of stopped following it.
So let's see how it goes. For now we have 3 cars on track practicing, but we have a bunch of them here. Another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars on the pit lane. So I assume we will be close to 10 in total, 9, if my numbers are correct.
Could be 10 to 11. I think one person outside of you is just here to spectate. So, oh, is Callie here on the? No, she's just watching the stream. So yeah, probably 11 people.
Alrighty. Okay, everything looks good here. Good. So, these models, these car models, the Cap 90s, are another version from Donovan Mikulski, you said it's pronounced?
Mikulski, yes.
Mikulski. Different ones to the cars from tomorrow. These ones are based on the NASCAR models from the 90s. I really like this. I have a livery even that you made for me. They were pretty cool back then. I think from when I used to, when Spirit Racing League had those races at 1 p.m. That's happened like twice a week or something. There were like the races with the Cap 90s and the races with the modern NASCAR models. I'd say these I even enjoy them more.
Well, I mean, Marie down there, he still does that. They're on Wednesdays. Wednesdays at 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. or 5 p.m. Sorry.
Ah, does he?
Yeah. I think he does them on Saturdays too, in the afternoon. I don't think I've been there for the Saturday ones, but yeah, Wednesdays 1 p.m. He pretty much always races them here at Racers Island Cup 90s.
And this track is 0.6 kilometers in length. How much would that be in miles approximately?
2 miles, 0.372823, 0.37 miles.
Kinda, okay. A bit more than half of it.
Just over a quarter, just under half a mile. And it's got multiple grooves, as you can see from the track banking and the lines. It's got a steeper upper banking and a narrower but shallower lower banking. And I believe, if I edit here, yes, it does have, actually, you know what? It won't affect these cars in particular because the inner apron is named Apron 1 and 3 and such. 5. Oh, she's got all kinds of grooves on this thing. So apparently the further in you go, the stronger the effect is going to be, but only with the LCR stocks tomorrow. These Cup 90s aren't going to be slowed down at all, but they still have really good side-by-side racing despite the, or with the natural banking and physics.
This will feel more like casual racing, and tomorrow will feel way more like the rough event, let's say.
Yeah, it could be. I've only raced here one time so far. Well, one day. And it was in these cars about 2 weeks ago, yeah. I've not been able to race in my own stock cars at this track yet, so tomorrow should be interesting. And I'm very curious to see how that goes compared to these. But when I raced these here 2 weeks ago, it was really fun. So it should be good battles. You should see cars running side by side for a long time, even 3 wide for a long time. As you can see out there on track with Biller and who is that? Vindy. It's constant side by side.
I really hope to see like the 4 racers to have everyone the most packaged possible, because that's the more fun, you know. In the moment, okay, it can happen and it's still kind of fine when a group of 2, 3, 4 people escape and still fight with each other, but when the whole package stay together and you have the whole race all together, that's what they find most, at least entertaining for the public, you know. And considering
so
there's
long
not a pit stop, I believe it might be possible because the races are not that long either.
Yeah, so long as no one touches the grass or gets shot up the track from hard contact, it should be possible. Because 2 weeks ago when we raced these here, for the most part everyone stayed together. Race 1 we got a bit more split up from the get-go, and there was maybe 3, 4 cars running for the lead. But then the second race, you had pretty much everyone there, and then it kind of turned into 4 to 5 horse race, more so at the end. But yeah, I think those were 40 lap races or 50. These are going to be 20, so yeah, much higher chance of having everyone stuck together. But with them being so short, it's also entirely possible that people are going to be a little bit more antsy at the start to try and ensure their position. That dogfighting nature is going to come out a lot sooner.
Okay, so it seems like the event is about to start because Candy has already closed the gate and people is gathering at the pit lane in order for the meeting. Remember that if you are watching this and you want to join the race, it's free to join. Just join the queue here, which is this huge yellow square. You just click on it and you are automatically registered for the queue.
Looks like we have a couple more people showing up, so it could be 12 to 13. See, there's 12 queued right there.
Alright. You just got a message, a super funny message, but it's fine. Out. I was asked about what is this event about, and it is the preview to the Carolina Mountains 200 from tomorrow. Today we have the Saturday Shootout that Luke gave some details about it earlier. Basically 4 races with a random start based on the queuer, 20 laps each, no pit stop, and the winners, I understood from today's races, will have a special treatment tomorrow if they get out of the top 20, because that could allow them to join the race anyway, since the race from tomorrow is limited to 20 people. So
plus provisions,
plus asterisk today's winners if they didn't qualify for in the top 20 tomorrow.
Correct.
So let's see, now we have a good bunch of people. We have some very known drivers from FBA, but another one that I guess they are more known in oval races, since I'm not that much into those. I don't know those names, but I guess I recognize Ivan, of course. I recognize Marie, but I recognize Vindy as well, yes. But Diana, Tonga, are these? Do you know these races? Look, from the
Diana's brand new. I don't think anyone's ever seen her before. But no, Tonga's been around for a long time. Used to participate in SRL a bit more often. And then Tropy, she's been Tropy in I think Tonga as well, but Tropy's an STAR, a star regular. That's what Marie calls her series. Basically, what these things are: the Cup 90s on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. and I guess Saturdays at 1 and 6, or not 6. I don't know. I don't know what they do on Saturdays.
Okay, Candy's speaking already. Candy says, we'll be doing 4 20-lap races today. The first, we will line up by the queuer output. The second, the result of race 1. The third will reverse the queuer output. The fourth, the result of race 2. Okay, 3, sorry. This is a bit different wide track, and the racing here is a bit different from other ovals, with 2, 3, even 4 wide racing possible times. Rao asked in the chat, what tuning for this car? True, these cars have tuning. I guess it's the fastest one here because the turns are quite wide.
No, it's not super speedway tuning. No, it's balanced.
Balance, alright, it's balanced, Rao.
Yeah, Candy announced that to everybody earlier, about 20 minutes ago or so. So, no hiding the setup to anyone. It's not that competitive today.
can be continuous. So if you are on the inside, be mindful of cars on the outside that may be passing you. These are the classic warnings from all the races that we try all to follow, but sometimes we forget. Likewise, if you are on the outside, be aware cars may be coming up on the inside.
My strategy last time I was here was basically to just run the middle or high line the entire way around, because you can actually make passes so long as the people on the inside give you space and aren't running up against your door and leaning on you. You can make passes on the outside, or you could hold your position on the outside. I think I went from 5th to 1st at one point just running the outside line, so it's not going to be a fight for the bottom, unlike most oval races we're used to.
That's cool, because it's true that we have had experiences in the past where the person taking the inner blocked completely any other racer to the possibility to pass, and yeah, it was a bit of a pain. I could suggest having your minimap open so you have a better idea, since you don't have spotters or mirrors. Though if you want to use Donovan's spotter HUD, that is fine. Seems like Diana is not joining in the end. She left the region.
Yeah, she couldn't get the pack. Not sure if it was IP issues or whatnot, because I think she was speaking in Russian, so I'm not sure if website's blocked for her or what. I would think not, but she seemed a bit frustrated she couldn't get the pack. People were sharing the link with her, so.
Yeah, I saw that it's a regular experience in Second Life for anyone who's new enough that things are not that intuitive. But yeah, hope she decides to join back at some point and give it another chance. Anyone who wins one of the races today is guaranteed entry into the race tomorrow. If you don't qualify in the top 20 tomorrow, you will start at the tail of the field. Also, for any latecomers, you'll want to use the balance setting. That's what Luke mentioned before. If you are unaware of which tuning to use, the official suggestion is balanced. But if you want to play Rebel or something, or do a different strategy, you can choose a different one. Just assume the risks of doing so. Any questions before we get started? Cory says in the chat, love the AV. You mean my model? Thank you, Cory. I hope it's good enough for people to like it. Ragnar, if you are racing, queue up. True. Ragnar joined recently, and I think he didn't join the queue yet.
I think he left the region. Nope, there he is. He's only been here for 3 minutes. He generally just watches anyway.
I hope he joins. The more races, the better. He's just looking. Sadly, Ragnar is not joining the race, but he's gonna be spectating. Shame on him. Oh, we have ice creams.
Yes, we do.
Did it give it to me? Yes, yes, it gave it to me. Nice.
And there is our starting order.
So, the starting order for the race. Amy Blueberry will start first, followed by Luke Carmona. Third, Marie Robbins. 4, Wheeler Longfall. 5, Tropikitra, I don't know who this is, with the username. 6, Cory...
Just say Trop.
Trop, okay.
Just say Tropy.
Tropy. 6th, Cory. P7 for Adia. P8 for... 9 P9 for Ivan. P10 for Vin Divile. P11 for Candy Tomorrow. And P12 for Rao, who's gonna start at the from the very end of the queue, just as a challenge for him.
MFC3S, that's Angel.
Ah, Angel, true, Angel. Angel is the new signing from Stuart Motorsports, right, for next season in GTSC. I have been told, considering they're a rookie, they are quite fast, right? We'll see now.
Yeah, like right off the bat, they're pretty darn quick.
So we will see. I'm curious about them, yes. Because especially because I know that Cory really wants to compete for something bigger in GTSC, so he must be pretty sure about the talent of this driver if they count on them for the team.
Yeah, I mean, as any new driver has to experience, Angel's still learning how to deal with the traffic, but in GTSC the traffic won't be quite nearly as prevalent because everyone's going to be a little bit more spread out for the most part, so that's probably going to be the best place for her skills to shine early on. But yeah, she'll be interesting to watch as the months go by. I was about to say something else, but I thought, no. So let's see.
The rest is about
Rao running in the number 32 series car. That's a neat looking paint, even though it doesn't really have a design on it.
And the white plain design, which is a few stickers, are the peak designs.
Honestly, like some of these blank cars that have no paint on them at all except for just a solid color and some sponsors, those sponsors alone can really make a car look pretty.
So the race will be starting in around 20 seconds now when I say these words. I assume Luke will start to get focused. And here we go now. Everyone starts, no one gets stuck. And positions remain for now. Marie is taking Luke's inner to take P2 in the race, as well as some virus. Oh, but in the end Luke avoided it and took the position. They are fighting actually for it. Sorry for the FPS drop, I don't know what's going on. And Marie takes the lead for a moment, but Amy is trying to fight back as well as Luke. Let's see what they can do. Because they are pretty packed here. No one is clearly taking the lead. Okay, now Marie is clearly taking the lead. But Luke stays very close from the outer, following the same strategy he mentioned before of there's no need to take the inner, just take the outer because it's fast enough to keep the position, and indeed it is. Meanwhile, some virus is in P3, followed by Cory and Tropy in P4 and P5. Amy is now fighting back for P6, but still very close to the front pack, so still in the fight for the race. Remember that there's not gonna be any pit stops here, so all the strategy is in your actual racing skills here. I see that
there's the wall.
Yeah, I see that the first pack of 4 is... Okay, no, now they are reaching again from the back. First pack of 4 was started to get a bit away from the rest, but now they are all together again. I guess thanks to the wall, partially. and Marie is clearly in the most advantaged position for a while. Now it is some virus. Some virus is Wheeler.
Miller.
Okay. Yeah, Wheeler. Wheeler was a quite prominent racer in ovals. He's one of the Carbon Air 500 winners, the last one.
Oh, into the grass goes Marie for some contact.
Yes, that contact lets Marie Robbins to the grass. I guess she's not gonna be very happy, but let's see if she still has the possibility to come back, because she still has a draft. She's still in draft distance from the cars ahead, which are in general pretty close to them. By 3, Ivan, another prominent oval racer, is in P4, fighting for that P3, and Cory is in P5. A lot of position changes here, of course.
So Vindy Vile, when I was last here 2 weeks ago, she won the second race, just barely beat me. I can't remember the exact margin, but I think I was second to her.
Miller into the wall. Miller against the wall, that's gonna slow him a little bit. He's now in P5 next to Luke. And Marie is back to the leading group again, so she could recover from that accident that led her to the grass. Let's see if in the next 5 laps she has enough margin to recover the lead and win the race, or if it's gonna be one of these two, Ivan and Vindy, who are at the moment comfortably leading the race. Only 3 laps to go. Ivan is in a very good spot at the moment. He needs to defend the position. Good. Oh, that pushed to the grass. Now it's Vindy, the one that got affected by that move, and don't feel like they're gonna fight anymore for the race. Meanwhile, Wheeler, Ivan and Cory are doing so, with Marie very close. Ooh, Cory to the grass again. It's gonna be Wheeler. Wheeler is gonna be the winner, followed by Marie Robbins and Ivan. Yes,
a lot of people can push the grass in those last few laps.
Yeah, there were several pushes to the grass in the last laps. Not very cool, but it usually happens in these races, because of course everyone starts to push more and more in order to get the win, and that usually leads to some not the most correct moves, and in consequence some people affected.
Yeah, probably a mix of people trying to defend their position by closing the door on the inside, but with the way the cars slide against each other's bumpers, or how easy it is to stuff a nose underneath. I mean, I guarantee nobody intended to push anyone into the grass by any means necessary.
No.
It's just that things worked out to where you try to block or defend your position, someone still managed to get the inside, and then of course because of that you're turning and they hit your rear fender. They'll turn you and in turn push the inside car into the grass. So it's just aggressive fighting for the win here.
Still, I'd say that the top 5 from this race are the clear top 5 that were fighting most of the race for the victory. So even if in the end the positions changed, the top 5 in this case was quite consolidated, let's say. Even top 6, yeah, even top 6.
I admit, but there's like 4 or 5 laps to go. At that point, I didn't even know we were getting so close to the end of the race. I was falling into a rhythm up top. Like, I could just run these cars for like, I don't know, 100 straight laps or so without even really thinking about it. You just get into such a nice, smooth, consistent rhythm on the high side. The inside's a bit more hectic. You have to manage your throttle a lot more and manage the car out on the outside a bit more. The outside car, you don't have to think all that much. You just have to make sure you don't turn in too early.
A very little pause, little break for people to chill, rest a bit the hand, and get ready for the second race. gonna be starting in first position Biller. In second place is gonna be Marie. In third place is gonna be Ivan. Fourth is gonna be Cory. Bindi in P5. Luke in P6. Angel in P7. Tropi P8. Emi Blueberry P9. Ro Hakuro P10. Candy Tomorrow P11. And Tunga P12.
So quite literally starting in the positions that we finished in the first race.
For the next race, it is when the reverse grid is gonna apply, right?
Sorry, say that again? I missed it.
In the next race, we'll have the reversed QR order for the starting grid. I think.
I believe so. It says... Yeah, okay, so... Yeah, race 1 is the cure order, race 2 is the results of race 1, race 3 is the reverse cure order, and then race 4 is the results of race 2.
Exactly. So we will see if the same top 5 stays in the fight the whole race, or if we wanna have any new contenders into the race in order to take the victory. I know we have some people here really looking for something better that they achieved. Competitiveness among the grid, so let's see what they are capable of.
I think Biller's goal today is to ensure that he is the only driver guaranteed to start the race tomorrow, because he won yesterday, and he's won race 1, he's got 3 more chances to try and pull it off. 30 seconds.
Stunga placing their car in place, and now yes, 30 seconds.
Oh, wait, she ended it.
1 sec. Candy says.
Oh, watch this. We're gonna have cars mistakenly take off as soon as the gates accidentally disappear. Or not accidentally, but she's got to reset the race.
I'm waiting for the next move. Zenitho is in the chat. Welcome, Zenitho.
Oh, hello there.
We have also a Tunga supporter in the chat. Go Tunga. Tunga that's gonna start from last position, but they could do.
And now Tunga's in the lead.
Tunga is now leading the race. Oh no, they collide against the wall.
And everyone else has stalled their car. She's going to win this easily.
But remember, people, to repair your cars. Before the race.
So it's going to be another 20 laps. These races last for only just slightly under 5 minutes each. Here we go, 30 seconds.
Now yes, here we go. Tires, fuel. Yeah. So let's see what happens in this other race.
Yes, so again, to let the new viewers know, these races are only 20 laps each. We've ran 1, we have 3 more to go.
It is quite important to win today, because that guarantees a position for you in tomorrow's race. And here we go. Race starts. Now the top 5 stays in the top 5 positions. It is Cory at the moment leading next to Ivan. Marie P3. Miller and Bindi taking the inner. Behind them,
very nearly had, yes, very nearly had another car. Well, now we have a car in the grass.
Here we have some snagging with each other. That one car is stopped. One car is stopped. Cory has stopped. He's quitting. Cory is quitting the race after that incident. We are not sure what happened that led to that reaction, but he has quit the race. Cory has left the race. He will join the next one, I assume. So one of the top 5 will be different at the very least. At the moment, Luke Carmona is leading the race, followed by Ivan, and in third position is Vindy. Behind them, Trophy at the moment P4, and Rao Hakuro P5. Very different drivers in this spot here. Wheeler is trying to take Rao's position. Meanwhile, the top 3 are clearly established in their current positions.
Oh, and I tapped the wall, so I'm just going to let Evan go there.
Yeah, Evan is taking.
I don't want to hold
lead.
him up. We can maintain some speed if I just let him go by rather than hold him up with my lessened power. But I've got it all back now.
Clearly ahead, and Rao is now leading the package from the P3.
I imagine Rao is going to get our draft momentarily if I hear him.
Yes,
There he is.
Here there is. He's now Rao trying to take the lead.
Candy stopped.
Candy stopped as well. We are not sure why, what happened, if something happened to her, or if she is answering to Cory. I guess Cory had something to say, so we will see. But back to the race. Positions are pretty established by now, followed by Wheeler, P3 for Rao, and P4 for Ivan.
Wall again.
Look, that is a wall over today. Let's Wheeler take the lead, and also Rao take P2, and even Ivan take P3. Fighting back. Now they are both together for P3. But now we have a clear group of 4 leading the race. Oh, Rao touches the grass.
Tapping the grass slightly. Ooh, that understeer from the draft.
Yeah, but the top 4 looks still. Rao and Evan get stuck with each other, and that leads Rao to lose the position. And he is now in the package with Emmy and Trophy and Angel, while ahead of them, Vindy is now in P4, following Ivan, who's now in P3. Only 3 laps to go. Wheeler is leading again the race. Luke is trying to take it, and Ivan and
following
Vindy
right now.
are waiting for their chance to attack, although they look far enough. Also, Marie left the race as well. 3
Oh, Biller's blocking. Just and I'm not quite sure if he was blocking or what happened there. But
I don't know,
jeez.
but Miller actually went wide. I assume that he assumed the mistake, and he gave the spot, and that's gonna give Ivan the second victory of the day. Yes, it is. P1 for Ivan, P2 for Wheeler, and P3 for Emmy. Emmy Blueberry takes P3 in the second race, and Ivan guarantees a spot for him tomorrow, no matter what, in the Carolina Mountains 200. Well done, Ivan.
Oh, we have 3 DNFs. Even Marie stopped.
Yes, it was Cory first, followed by Candy and Marie when there were like 2 laps till the end. Also, we are not really sure what happened there. But
I don't know exactly how it started. I just know that Cory was in the grass and then I guess tried to go back out up the track to get out of the grass, but in turn snagged with Marie and then up into the wall they went.
From what I saw, they had this collision that made Cory lose a bunch of positions. He was still in the group, but even though he like stopped the car in the middle of the track for a few seconds, and then he went into the pit lane. Not sure exactly what caused that reaction or that move, but yeah, Candy and completely unaware, and Marie, I don't know either, since it was only 2 laps till the end. But now we'll have the following race with the reversed grid from the keyword.
With the addition of Nikuri, who just showed up.
Ah, Nikuri has joined! Always late, he never disappoints. Steffi is in the chat. Welcome, Steffi. Supporting one of his best friends. Her best friend, sorry.
Steffi VT, another VTuber?
Yes.
And who are they in support of?
My FPS are dropping again.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is it's a bit hot today. It's a bit hot. I only have the fan, but this is enough for the PC to suffer. So we're gonna have 13 entries this time for this race because Nikuri will be joining. Of course, I assume he will start from the last position since he joined late, but if he gets a good enough result, I guess he will start from the result he gets for the last one.
Yes.
So it is not lost yet for him. He may still win and get a secure spot for tomorrow. So far I didn't see any reactions to the chat so I don't know what happened regarding the DNFs. But it is alright.
Oh, you were expecting people to jump into the chat and try to complain or explain or try to...
I mean, there was someone before saying some things. I don't know. So not the first time, not the last. Let's see.
Preferably, people shouldn't do that, in my opinion.
Should.
So, I'm glad that they haven't, because this is kind of unnecessary.
Yeah, it's better to keep it in private. That's actually a rule in ProtoCap that incidents on track cannot be exteriorized after releases in a violent way. So yeah, that is good. It's good that it's not being the case. We see Nikuri warming up a bit. Since he's joining late, he's gonna need a few laps in order to get used to the car, get used to the track, and hopefully get a good result today. It is now Angel also practicing a little bit. Will we see a podium from Angel today? It would be really good. Really nice to see. It would be a good presentation for them into the community. But so far their racing is being good enough. They're staying with the group at least, doing a good racing, good fights. It is
Yeah, I think the racing tends to be the racing I think tends to be a bit cleaner and easier to manage the traffic when people are kind of, I guess if you just run the outside a bit more, like the middle outside, just more around that dotted line, on the middle dotted line, because if you're trying to hit the apex every time, it's killing some speed, and you have to, there's just a lot of it's just a lot more difficult to try and run the apex.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's possible to come back, but yeah, definitely in races that are so short, you prefer to not.
However, if you're all by yourself, then you have to hit the apex essentially, because that is the quickest way around the track by at least 1 or 2 tenths. But if you are side by side with someone, I would prefer to be on the outside than the inside.
And actually, I tend to do the same. I feel when we have the Camera 500 or when I used to race the Fast Friday races. So sometimes I prefer just to stay on the outside because you keep a good enough pace to stay with the group, and you reduce quite highly the risk of being smashed, because since everyone wants to take the inner, there's more chances to go to the grass if you are there fighting with someone from position than if you are on the outside. It's true that whenever I am alone, I stay full close to the apex, but whenever it's not the case, I tend to take the outside quite a lot.
Yeah, the thing with oval racing, at least the ones that shoot, sorry, I got distracted there. The thing with oval racing that is heavily influenced by draft is that it's more so a race of survival until the final 5 laps or so. At that point, then you should really start fighting, because like, if everyone just kind of was nice and steady, running nose to tail, not really trying to make passes for the first 3/4 of the race, then everyone would be together and with a higher chance of actually fighting for the win at the end. But a lot of people tend to just try and go for the lead immediately. Which, I mean, depending on, like, if everyone fights that much, then yeah, you would want to be in the front immediately because you don't want to be in that mess. But if everyone raced a bit more civilly, patiently, I should say, then running in the back of the pack for most of the race wouldn't really matter.
Okay, we have now the official lineup. It's gonna be Rao in P1, Vindy P2, Ivan P3, Angel P4, P5 for Tunga, P6 for Cory, P7 for Tropi, P8 for Biller, P9 for Marie, P10 for Luke, P11 for Emmy, and P12 for Nikuri. Candy is removing herself from the race, and in this case we have half of the top 5 from the previous races in the backpack. So we have in front, I mean, Vindy and Ivan are still there, but we should have different people fighting at the beginning for the lead of the race. So we will see Rao in the best position possible for him. And JC joining the chat. Welcome, JC. Let's see how this goes. 30 seconds for the race. Well, now more like 15. And here we go. No one gets stuck. Trying to take the inner from Rao, and he does, but Rao is still in a good spot enough to cross the line in P1, and behind them in P3 is now Cory, who's gonna try again to take this victory. Let's see if he managed to do so this time, but so far it is Vindy and Rao fighting for the lead at the moment. Rao being super wide now, that's gonna allow Cory to take the inner. And also Biller and Maria are there again. Definitely this group of 4, because Ivan is also behind them, are having the race of the day to race, always on top. Now Rao and Cory touch each other there, luckily with no bad results, and Rao and Vindy still leading the race together. There was a bit of a touch that almost hit into the wall, but luckily it didn't happen. Now Rao is leading along, and both Cory and Vindy fighting for the 2. Very close to them is Biller, and Marie also wheel to wheel or car to car with Biller.
Vindy into the grass.
Vindy touches the grass. That's gonna be quite harmful for the race. With almost half the race gone, they are now in P8 or so. Rao is still leading, and now Cory is gonna try to take the position. No, not yet.
Evan went into the grass.
Ooh, Evan is also now harmed by that action, and he's gonna lose
Marie tapped the grass.
as well. Everyone feels like touching grass. For some people it's really needed. In the meantime, Rao P1, Cory P2 and Wheeler P3 clearly consolidated P3 at the moment, top 3. Let's see how these positions end because... Ooh, that move
crash!
from Wheeler! What happened there? I'm not sure if it was intentional or not, but looked quite viable. Now Marie is going to take a chance to take the inner, while Rao tries to defend the position from the outer, but that's giving right now a lot of air to Cory, who's leading the race, followed by Rao. Marie trying to take the inner, but not fast enough, and Rao is going to keep P2, trying to take now P1 from Cory, but yes, they are gonna. Rao is actually gonna take P1, but Cory, Marie, and Luke as well are now very close. Why Rao doesn't give too much space to Marie, and Marie touches the grass, but it's not too serious actually. They are still in the fight there.
Yeah, I ran into Marie's rear bumper there, so got him right back up to speed. 3 laps to go next time by, or this time by.
Yeah, it's gonna be 3 laps to
3
go.
wide for the lead.
And Marie takes the lead at the moment. 3 laps to go. Marie is taking the lead, followed by Cory, and together Rao and Luke.
Marie very light grass touch. Bunches us up a little bit.
2 laps to go. Will Marie be able to keep the lead and win the race? Looks like
And
now
I'm stuck 3 wide up high.
she has a bit of an advantage now. Cory is gonna need to do a bit of a miracle in the last lap in order to take the victory.
Oh, Cory tried to get a run up the inside by having a high entry, but it opened the door for Rao, and they came together.
Now it is a victory for Marie Robbins, followed very close by Luke and Cory. Cross the line pretty much together, right? Yes, together. Same distance. Two, three, yes. Both cross the line with the same time basically. 0.404, and P4 was in the end for Emmy Blueberry. P5 for Trophy is for Rao. We have some comments in the local chat. That's what I was meaning before.
Guess he's comparing it to the previous race.
Yeah, that's...
Even though from my perspective, I think that race 3 was a bit more messy than race 2.
Jesse asking where's the gate spam. Okay, if I close the chat, I guess you can see now the gate. Okay, I will keep the chat closed so you can see the gate.
So, my predictions for race 4, not in terms of positions, but in terms of how this is going to go. It is going to be a mess, a fun mess perhaps, but you're going to see, it as tends to happen when you have these multi-race formats, the last race is always going to be the most hectic if everyone's together, because it is the last chance to win.
So I guess those that have won already will be more chill, who are Wheeler, Evan and Marie, but for anyone else that didn't win yet and they want to secure the victory for tomorrow's race are gonna try their best in order to take this victory. It's gonna be quite important. Not like, I guess it's not, I guess the people that is winning today shouldn't have any issue tomorrow to qualify into the top 20, but you never know. You never know, because it happened to be in the last Carbonate 500 that I qualified out of the top 30, and in consequence I was about not to take part in the race. So it's quite important, if you can, to win today in order to secure your position if you have a bad day tomorrow.
Yes, so far the provisionals are Biller, Marie and Evan.
And Now for the last race, the starting order is gonna be P1 for Marie Robbins, P2 for Luke, P3 for Cory, P4 for Emmy, P5 Tropi, P6 Rao, P7 Angel, P8 Wheeler, P9 Ivan, P10 Nikuri, P11 Tunga, and P12 Bindi. Bindi will finish P12
By the way,
at the end.
yeah,
Wow.
you should put on your timing HUD for this.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for next time I will prepare proper. For tomorrow I will prepare proper. For now I will keep the chat open so people can see. I mean, I will keep the chat closed so you can see below the who's crossing the gate and stuff. But yeah, true. I should use the gate more, the gate hood more often now. I mean, change the delivery. She was using the orange one, now she's using the pink one.
Yeah, she ran the pink one in the last race too. The only Dodge in the field.
The boy would go for the Dodge, right?
Well, when I made paints for you and Emmy, yes, the Dodge, aka the Pontiac body, but I prefer the Oldsmobile. It's the only time when I make cars for my team that they are from different manufacturers. Well, I mean, I guess outside of GT Super Series.
Evely says, oh, I did forget this is happening. Shame on you, Evely. You will have to qualify tomorrow and not get out of the top 20. The race is about to start in 30 seconds. Now you can read here, bottom left, the spam gate, so you cannot complain anymore. A few seconds out to start. Here we go. Everyone starts, no one gets stuck. Then Marie takes the lead. He stays in the lead.
And I got a little bit of a boost from behind there, so I'm on the outside already. Oops, I didn't mean to door bang him there.
FPS are dropping again. Hope it's not too bad. And now, P1 is Marie. No, now P1 is looking. Look, Marie are fighting there. One from the outside, another from the inside for P1, but it's gonna be Luke. The one who takes P1, followed by now Cory. He touches the wall. Now it's gonna be Cory P1, Marie P2.
Oh boy.
Now Cory is clearly leading the race. Let's see if he can keep this advantage for long enough.
Nope.
No, because Luke takes the lead again now. Luke is now trying for real to take the victory to secure his position tomorrow. Followed by Cory who wants to prove himself the driver he is, and he's gonna also try to take the lead today, but Marie is not gonna make it easy because it's now Marie in second position, but no, it's now Cory again fighting it back, and behind them Wheeler is in P4, very close to them. P5 for Tropi. You see the pack of 4 quite established at the moment. We were lagging again because of the heat, I'm sorry. Now is Marie leading, followed by Tropi takes P3. Tropi is now taking his chances for
I'm getting sandwiched all over the place.
Tropi takes the lead or not? Yes? No, it's Luke. No, it's Tropi. Tropi is leading. Tropi is leading the race. Tropi is leading the race at this very moment. He's gonna cross the line in first position indeed, followed by Luke in P2 and Wheeler in P3. Ivan has also joined the fight, and also Angel is also in the fight now. Before, next to Wheeler, we have two new contenders for the victory in this race. This is the kind of result we were expecting. Now leaving with Tropic and Angel behind.
Grass!
Ooh, grass for Luke. That's gonna give Angel the chance to take the lead. It is now Angel leading or not.
Oh no!
That was too bad. All the fucking cars to the wall there. Jesus Christ. Now not many people is gonna be happy with that move. I'd say Luke is now clearly leading. Fucking wall. Luke is now leading.
It looked like there was some attempt at there was an inside pass from Emmy attempt, but then also Rao looked like he was trying to go up the inside as well, so it looked like 3 wide on the inner, like below the dotted line.
Yes, and right after that they got stuck with each other and basically pushed all the back package of the cars to the wall. So lots of
I did not
time
know
lost.
Wheeler was coming up that quick.
But now it is Wheeler leading, followed by Luke and by Marie. Right now Angel and Trophy are no longer in the leading positions, but they are still there with 3 laps to go. Trophy seems like Trophy really wants to try their luck. They're gonna tend to take Marie's position in the next laps. They're now P2.
2 to go.
Wheeler in the inner. Still Marie is on the lead. Trophy is gonna try their chances. Trophy takes the lead with 1 lap to go. Trophy is gonna try their best chances. It's Marie now taking the lead and Wheeler as well. It's gonna be Marie. Marie is at the moment leading the race.
Oh, wait.
It's gonna no
No!
to the wall. Wheeler to the wall, and Marie also to the grass, and that's gonna be a victory for Luke. Luke Carmona wins at the very end, very close to Trophy, and P3 for Angel. What happened there? I'm not even sure if it was what kind of conflict was there. Okay, it was clearly they were clearly trying to take the inner. They were clearly forcing too much. That forced Wheeler to the grass, and Wheeler right to the pit entry wall. I mean, he won already 1 race today, so he's fine for tomorrow. But that ending was, definitely not lovely. Trophy, by the way, takes the fast lap, and I guess after that incident is that Marie slowed down. I'm not sure, because also Marie was not in that bad spot and lost a lot of positions in the end that allowed Luke to take the win in the end. I'm not even sure what happened there right after, but it was the very last lap, and we saw the ugliest incident of the whole day there.
Well, I mean, look at the difference between first and second. For the second race in a row, I have finished in a dead heat with my opponent.
Yeah, it's literally 0-0-0. I mean, will that count for Candy as winning as well and allowing Trophy to secure a position tomorrow? That would be pretty cool, actually, if Candy does that.
I don't know.
But I don't know.
That's a good question.
Yeah, it was like literally no gap at all.
But yeah, from my point of view in that final lap, I saw Biller making a dive bomb move up the inside. Rightfully so. I mean, if you want to make that move, go ahead. But then Marie slams the door. So I as soon as I saw Biller dive to the bottom, I was like, oh dear. So I start to shift. I decide I'm just going to stay in the middle, because if they're going to go that low, they're probably going to get stuck in the grass and they're going to try to come back up the track. So I want to stay in the middle and at least go around the outside. Except for I didn't expect them to go that low. So, but yeah.
Wow, that was a crazy ending for this race. We'll see what happens with that gap, because that 0-0-0 gap between the two first positions. I remember that Candy at some point started to grant the same position in Fast Friday for those that finish in those conditions. I don't know if she plans to do the same here, so that's why I'm
well, we've had
Yeah.
I mean, it's entirely possible. Here's the thing: we've had 4 different winners today, and Biller having won yesterday, that makes technically only 4 provisionals. However, if Candy were to, I'm not trying to encourage this, but if it's completely up to her if she wants to, and I would be fine if she did. But since there was uh, a scored tie, effectively for first place, that would fill up all 5 provisional spaces.
This is the ideal spot for Trophy to get into securing a position for tomorrow, but that we'll have to see if in the end happens or not. I guess Candy is at the moment taking note of the results, and we will know in a few moments how this ends. Otherwise, will be only from the last race. Look who, according to the gate, got the victory.
Favoritism.
Yes, the gate is more Luke
It's
lover.
given me the win twice now in these dead heats.
We can see in the chat the two lovers, JC and Evely, arguing in public. I hope their marriage is not going down with this.
Tunga in the SL chat going, I'm very rested after some years of that race. Yeah, I have, that is true. I haven't really seen Tunga around lately, or for a long time. They used to race a lot.
We'll see now in a few moments the 4 podiums for today. In the day before the Carolina Mountains 200, tomorrow at 11 a.m. Second Life time, 1 hour before the World Cup final. I just hope, not like I want to rush the event, but I hope it lasts few time enough, little time enough in
I
order
would
for
say
me to watch the second part of the match.
it probably will. I mean, the race is predicted to, estimated to last about 50 minutes or so. Qualifying, who knows how long that'll take, depends on how many people show up.
15 minutes only?
No, 50.
Ah,
50.
50, okay.
But it will be in the LCR stocks. I think those lap around here a bit slower than the Cup 90s.
Okay, Candy is now writing. We are gonna have the podium, about to have the podiums. Starting with the first one. Sadly, in the end, Nikuri couldn't secure a position, a spot for him. So, race 1 in P3, Ivan.
I was about to say, why am I the only one clapping?
People is like, come on, use your gestures. Ivan is not attending the podium for some reason. Where is Ivan? Ah, there he is. Ivan, definitely one of the most prominent drivers on ovals. Every time I show up in one of the races, he's there. He's taking podiums, he's taking victories. Very well job today. Even if he took a podium now, he later got a victory. And P1 is for Wheeler. So there's no P2 in this race?
Let's see. Where are the results for the race? First race. I think this may be race 1. So Biller. Oh, I see why. I'm not going to say why, but I see why.
Ah, because P2 left the sim, right?
Yes.
Alright, yeah. For those that don't know, Candy usually when someone gets a podium but leaves the region after the event, before the podium ceremony, they are usually just not mentioned at all.
And this time, though, she's not filling the position and, moving people up a spot. Because I don't think it matters in this case. It's not a points-paying race.
Yeah.
Race 2.
Race 2, of course, Wheeler P1. Congratulations to Wheeler for winning today and yesterday. The true Pepsi Man is here now.
Oh,
He
dear.
just mutated in a moment.
Yeah, do you get the reference? Do you know why he did that?
I don't know who's Pepsi Man, but I don't know why he got it. Okay, no, okay, yes, now I got it, okay. Okay. Yes. Yeah, makes sense, considering what just happened, makes completely sense. For the second race, P3, Emmy Blueberry.
Emmy!
Where's Emmy? Emmy's sleeping. There she goes. P3 for Emmy Blueberry. P2 for Wheeler, the Pepsi Man. He definitely had a good day, and he is another with Ivan, one of the most prominent oval racers out there nowadays, and he's quite a veteran already, right?
Well, yes, he's been around for a very long time now, but he just won. He won the. Let's see, the Slurka, what was it? Late Models, their championship that only just recently resumed a few weeks ago. And then he's leading the champ cars right now overall.
Mark, get set, go!
P1 for
P1
Evan.
Evan.
There he is, Ivan Evans has won the second race. Very amazing day for these two drivers that have got so far 2 podiums out of 2. And this secures for both, of course, Wheeler and Ivan, a spot in tomorrow's race no matter what happens in qualifying.
And race 2's podium features a lineup of drivers who raced cars with elements of orange.
It's the orange power. They are supporting the Netherlands in the World Cup. Sadly, Netherlands were eliminated 4 rounds ago. We will move now to the third race, I guess. Yes, on to race 3.
Yeah, they're just stoking up the moment.
Okay, I'm being told my volume is too low. Let me try something. Okay, is it more clear now? Do you hear me more louder?
Your voice got louder there for a moment. Yeah, it sounded fine before.
Okay, good. Yeah, because I was told that my voice was too low. Now it should be way better.
Dead heat for a second. Oh, so Corey and I are just hopping up on a second, apparently.
True. I remember
Okay,
you got the same time actually, yes. So I guess it's gonna be the same for the last race, but for now in P2 it's gonna be Luke Carmona and Cody Ikershock sharing the same spot in the podium. I don't know why I got that low in the microphone. It's getting automatically lowered. Why?
Well, it sounded fine before. It doesn't really sound any different now either.
Okay, weird. It just gets lowered along. I don't know why. Okay, no matter.
Oh, wait, is this the only... Wait, Oh, I see. Okay, so because first place is gone, we're the only two standing on the podium at all.
So yeah, let's consider then both Luke and Cory are the virtual winners and only virtual podiumers of the third race. It is getting lower again. I don't know what's.
No, it sounds fine. It sounds fine. Nothing's
No,
happening.
I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it in the. I'm seeing it in the audio settings that my voice, for some moments, just gets lower than long. I need to look into it why this happens. Okay, I will look into
Well,
it
it
later.
sounds. It doesn't sound any different though. So. And race 4.
Okay, I just messed it up completely. Do you hear me?
Get set, go.
Well, I've just been informed that actually it sounds a bit different for me than everyone else. On stream, you're degrading, but I hear you fine on Discord.
Okay.
So it's entirely to do with OBS.
I will look into it later. So P3 now is Angel for the last race. Angel got a podium in the end. So
yes, she did.
new Cory's teammate has proved herself what she's capable of. And P1 is both for Luke and for Tropi. So Tropi has secured a spot in tomorrow's race no matter their quali result. Congratulations to Tropi and of course to Luke Carmona as well. And to Angel. This is the definitely most interesting podium result. Alright. So I guess that's pretty it for today.
Yes, it is. That would be the end of the Saturday shootout. And we have.
Okay, Candy is asking for both dealer and even back to the podium because apparently it was not, the picture was not taken. So they're gonna take the picture again.
So let's conclude about talking about tomorrow, huh?
What you said? Sorry.
Said let's conclude about talking about tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty it for today.
Yep, just a reminder of what's happening tomorrow. It is the Carolina Mountains 200. 200 laps here at, I do not know how to pronounce this track name exactly. What is it, Joa or something? Joa Speedway, I'm just going to say it like that. In the LCR stock cars, only 20 people get to qualify for the race on top of the provisionals if they do not qualify, and those provisionals are Biller, myself, Tropi, Marie, and Evan. And it will begin tomorrow at 11 a.m. Second Life time.
If I don't miss it, you cannot miss it either because I have way more to lose if I don't reach the World Cup final. So you have to join the live stream, even if you are watching the World Cup at the same time in the background. It's okay. You can have us again as well, commentating the race and seeing what the result is gonna be. Candy's also
I think
saying.
qualifying should go by. Oh, go ahead.
Candy's also saying the 200 is tomorrow starting at 11.
Yes, and I think qualifying should go fairly quickly because it's only going to be 2 flying laps. So if you look or cam toward the end of the pit exit, you can see there's a small setup for a dual lane qualifying, or 2 qualifying lanes. So we'll come out on track, we'll do 2 flying laps, and that's all we get. So it should go pretty quick in that respect, and then we'll race for 200 laps, only lasts for 50 minutes. I would think that there's going to be plenty of time to watch the World Cup after that for those who need to.
Goodies. So I know what's happening with the microphone. I will fix it by tomorrow. It's a weird default configuration from the sound settings. It's not OBS really, because the volume was lowering in the whole system. But yeah, I will look into it. For tomorrow, should be fixed.
Cool.
All right. Those are in the LCR stock cars, much more nuanced handling in those, so much less hectic racing. Can you mention about the cars from tomorrow that are gonna be the LCR ones?
Yeah. LCR stock's most up to date. I can't remember what version that is. Let's see. LCR stock. This type. Version. Never mind. I don't even know how to look at my own car. Phantom.
LCR.
That helps.
Yeah. V
2.6.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2.6.1.
Alright, so I guess that's all for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Remember, tomorrow at 11 we'll start the streaming a bit earlier, but maybe 15 minutes earlier we will start. Then the big event of the week next to the World Cup is gonna be this race. So I hope you can join us. Thank you for joining today. Congrats to the winners, those who secured their position for tomorrow, and see you tomorrow for the Carolina Mountains 200.
Take care, everybody.
Bye bye.